Okay.
That's the scan right now. Oh,
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some must-see ghost videos that may just test your nerve. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. One of our viewers, Marcel VDW, shared an unsettling video to our Slapped Ham Facebook group. Marcel says he's from South Africa and every so often the local residents have something called load shedding. Periodically, the power is cut off for 2 or more hours to ease the load of national power usage. During these load shedding periods, Marcel uses his camera app and hits record, which automatically turns on the camera's flash so he can see and navigate around his house. The result is that Marcel has a lot of pointless videos of himself walking around the house in the dark. However, in one of these clips, it seems something rather unsettling was inadvertently captured. Take a look. The load shedding video shows Marcel getting a drink in the kitchen. However, watch closely as he walks down the hallway. See if you can spot anything strange. It is hard to see at first, but at the end of the darkened hallway you can just make out a figure as it slips around the corner. If we brighten the image, you can see that it's actually a shirtless man. So there's 3 possible explanations here. The first is that this video is all a hoax and that we're just seeing a roommate or friend. The other 2 options, however, are a little more creepy. The second is that we're seeing an intruder lurking in the dark. This option's pretty chilling considering Marcel claims that he didn't know anyone was there. So it's possible a prowler was lurking in the dark the whole time. This is conceivable given the scheduled power outages. Perhaps some burglars plan their break-ins during these times. The last option is that this is a full-bodied apparition caught on camera. Perhaps Marcel's apartment is haunted by some kind of presence. So I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Which of these 3 options do you think this most likely is? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. This next photo was sent to the Facebook group Ghosted UK by one of their followers. The parents who took this photo were just taking some fun snaps of their child while he was playing around and weren't thinking too much of it. However, when they reviewed one of the pics, something eerie stood out. In the photo, you can see a young boy in the center of frame. Hovering close by is a strange misty shape. Whatever it is, it looks to have dark eyes and an open mouth, giving off an almost agonized expression. It also looks like it's wrapping an arm around the young boy. Several viewers adamantly said it couldn't be double exposure because the second figure doesn't resemble the boy at all, and its arm is on a different angle. A lot of people said it could be the spirit of a loved one, perhaps a grandparent, as they felt the figure was protecting the child. Others said they couldn't possibly agree as the figure looks far too sinister to be protecting the child at all. The other option here is that this is just pareidolia caused by the slightly blurry quality of the image. So what do you think? Is it protecting the young boy? Is it sinister? Or is it all just pareidolia? Take another look and decide for yourself. A grieving daughter believes she's captured footage of her late mother's spirit on security cam. In late May 2022, Janice Hilton was lying in bed when she received multiple notifications that her security system had detected movement in the living room downstairs. Janice sat up in bed and watched the live feed in confusion. Take a look at what she saw.
And this is just a short clip of what I actually saw, and I'm convinced that my mum coming to say hello, coming to visit us, and there's no other explanation. When cars go up on the street, it goes on wall, but curtains and blinds are closed.
You can see a white shape float around the room.
And like I said, this is just a short clip. It was lovely, and I just hope it was my mum coming to say hello, but I couldn't believe it.
Janice says that she watched the live feed for hours as the white shape wafted around the room.
This is just a short clip of what I actually saw, and I'm convinced that my mum coming to say hello, coming to visit us, and there's no other explanation. When cars go up on the street, it goes on wall.
Sadly, just 6 weeks prior, Janice's mum Sandra suddenly passed away. She says she can't quite explain the sighting and feels like it could be her mum's spirit coming to visit the family. Janice says that while the shape was floating around the living room, her dad, who was staying over, suddenly woke up and could feel his late wife's presence in the room. Several commenters on the clip suggested it could just be dust, cobwebs, or light from passing cars. Janice responded with an open mind, but did say that all the curtains were closed tight, so no light could have been causing reflections at all. So could this be Janice's mum coming to comfort the family? I guess if it brings everyone some peace, then that's all that really matters.
Like I said, this is just a short clip. It was lovely, and I just hope it was my mum coming to say hello, but I couldn't believe it.
This next series of photos were sent to us by one of our viewers, Yolanda Dominguez Beatty. In the first photo, Yolanda was home alone watching some TV when she took a casual snap of her new shoes. When she looked at the photo, she couldn't quite believe what she was seeing. In the reflection of the TV, you can see a shadowy figure. Again, Yolanda was home alone and has no idea what the figure is. There was nothing there that could have cast a silhouette. Could a shadow figure be lurking in Yolanda's home? In a second photo shared, we can see Yolanda and some of her friends at a bowling alley. Strangely, in the background, we can see the transparent head of an older male. The group is adamant that there was no one behind them at the time the photo was taken, otherwise they wouldn't have taken the snap in the first place. It is possible this second one could be some kind of malfunction with the camera, as there's a little bit of motion blur evident throughout the photo. Yolanda showed the picture to the bowling alley manager. They were freaked out and struggled to explain the strange transparent head. So does Yolanda have a knack for capturing evidence of the paranormal, or are the photos just a coincidence? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below. SEK Paranormal is an up-and-coming ghost investigation channel on YouTube. Based in Sweden, they travel around the country looking for evidence of the afterlife. In this episode, Emil, the lead investigator, explores an old train station where allegedly several people have died. He begins by setting up his equipment in the dark industrial lot.
So, what I will do now, I will try an EVP session. And I will just going to start Ghost Tube here.
While setting up for an EVP session, Emil hears some eerie sounds.
Right besides this wall, I heard it. Something.
Dislike.
Again, dislike. Vad är... Pamela, again. Vad är du inte tycker om? Kan du berätta för mig vad det är du inte vill eller tycker om nu?
Then the communication device he's using keeps repeating the same name.
Är du här med mig nu?
Dislike. Pamela.
Dislike Pamela.
Dislike. Pamela.
What is happening? Vad är det du inte tycker om?
Pamela.
As if this isn't eerie enough, things begin to ratchet up a notch when more noises are heard.
You're here now.
Pamela.
Pamela! Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. You heard that? Oh my God. That I have chills all over my body. A plank here just moved.
Later in the investigation, Emil suspects that a person may be lurking nearby, eyeing off his camera and other equipment.
Wait. Hallå? Hej, har någon? What the hell?
Now it's quite clear that there isn't anyone nearby despite the unnerving sounds.
I 1000% thought that there was coming a person walking right up to me here. Okay, that was creepy. I thought that I was going to be attacked, that maybe some psycho have seen my cameras and stuff, so...
But watch what Emil's static camera has managed to pick up. A grey face looks around the corner of the wall. Here it is again, brightened up and slowed down. Around the corner of that wall is just a dead end with nowhere for anyone to hide. Emil says this could be one of the greatest sightings he's ever managed to capture on camera in all his years of investigating the supernatural. He's certain that no one else was nearby and thinks this could indeed be a ghost caught on camera.
I directly got, to defense mode, like what the fuck, but then I came here, and as always, there is not a single person.
This next one was sent to us by Kane Rayner after he did a tour of the infamous Ararat Asylum in Victoria, Australia. Kane was walking through a small chapel on the grounds that are adjacent to the main cells. He took several photos as he passed through, and it appears one of the snaps caught something odd. You can see Kane on the right. However, on the left is a strange little image of a person in the window. Kane says he was the only person in the chapel at the time. Even if there were other people in the chapel at the same time, it doesn't really explain the bizarre little person on the windowsill. The most obvious explanation would be that this image has been photoshopped. However, if we run a noise analysis filter over it, it doesn't appear to have been tampered with in any way. Furthermore, a luminance gradient filter reveals that there does appear to be an object there, interacting with the light from the room. So is this a glitch with the camera, or is this something a little more mysterious? Ararat Lunatic Asylum dates back to 1865, when the burgeoning colony of Victoria in Australia needed space for an increasing number of so-called lunatics. It quickly became infamous for its appalling conditions and ghastly therapeutic methods. Lobotomies and electroconvulsive shots were regular practice, even among children. Eventually, the asylum was shut down in 1998. These days, paranormal ghost tours are run frequently on the weekends. One Victorian paranormal investigation team, Drifter Paranormal, did a tour of the property in mid-2017. They dubbed it one of the worst places they had ever been to, referring to a heavy energy that felt like it could go wrong at any moment. So did Kane manage to capture evidence of the haunting history of Ararat? Or is there another way to explain this strange little figure? Let me know your theories in the comments down below. Before we take a look at what these paranormal investigators are calling their scariest investigation ever, remember to hit that subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon there, and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll get a little notification every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Mindseed TV is a top-tier paranormal investigation channel on YouTube. The team has a deep passion for exploring the unknown. Whether it's abandoned buildings, freaky cemeteries, or sites of urban legend, more often than not, this team captures some truly bizarre things on camera. The team have said this investigation is the scariest encounter they've ever had. Pushed to their limits, it even made them question whether they can continue being paranormal investigators altogether. Mindseed TV received an email from a couple saying that they believe some kind of evil presence resides in their home. They wish to remain anonymous, but wanted the team to come investigate the property. According to the current residents, the previous owners had marital problems and would fight frequently. As time went on, things got more and more aggressive until one day the wife disappeared. Allegedly, after a thorough police investigation, they eventually found the wife's body at the bottom of the lake at the back of the property. Since buying the house, the current residents have experienced eerie activity, like doors slamming, objects moving for no reason at all, as well as mysterious infestations of pests like spiders and other bugs. The investigation begins as the team takes an initial look around the property.
Hello, hello.
After their initial sweep, something eerie happens while they're in the living room of the main house. Take a look.
What is it actually asking us to scan right now? Oh, something broke and the chair just moved. That chair just moved right there.
A glass breaks, some papers fly around, and a chair moves, seemingly all on its own.
What is it actually asking us to scan right now? Oh, something broke and the chair just moved. That chair just moved right there.
Both investigators managed to capture the movement on their cameras. Here it is, slowed down. As they take a look at the broken glass, they notice that there are cockroaches crawling all over the bench top.
There's glass everywhere in here. That was it. Nice. Roach. Is that a big ass roach? Yeah. This evil. That's disgusting.
The owners of the property have said that whenever some kind of paranormal activity happens, shortly after, bugs and other pests would often appear. They said one time their sink was inexplicably full of maggots. Here, just moments after the breaking glass, cockroaches appear.
Roach. Is that a big ass roach? Yeah. This evil. That's disgusting.
Later in the investigation, the team heads outside to look at the barn. This is when something truly unnerving happens. Take a look. After just the one bang, the entire barn starts shaking.
I'm telling you right now, I'm over it, dude.
It's at this point the team starts questioning their investigation as they become increasingly worried for their own safety.
I knew that when I left the stalls, I was just more concerned with my safety at the time, but we left a device in there.
Just as the team decides to leave the property, they hear a massive splash in the nearby lake.
Let's go. Let's go. Tell me you heard that. Tell me you heard that.
Dude, sounds like somebody did a cannonball.
There's no way.
This spurs the team on to run a Ouija board session by the lake, where the previous owner's wife was allegedly found.
Whatever is here, are you evil?
As they ask a few questions by the lake, this happens.
Can you give us an initial? Can you give us your name? Can you give us anything?
Watching that again, a grey shape appears just out of the water. Here it is, slowed down. It's clear this investigation rattled the team to their core. It made them question everything they do, their safety, their sanity. Took them a long time to process what they saw. They even took a break from filming for quite a few weeks as they couldn't fully explain this eerie encounter. Mindseed TV is a fantastic unit and I highly recommend you check out their other videos. As always, I'll put links to their stuff in the description box down below. Now, if you want to see some more freaky ghost videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have a paranormal playlist there you can binge on for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below or smash that thumbs up button because it really helps us out. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.